Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise a banner, let it fly. High through the rain, through the fire. This is my club, my only desire.
Good morning, Tottenham fans, and yes, it is game day. It's Champions League day, the day that we've been looking for, and we're going tonight to Frankfurt for an all-important win. It is a win tonight, 3 points, and we're into automatic promotion into the round of 16. Anything less than that, we could be into the playoffs, but results going our way. Joining me, going over this predicted lineup, of course, is my main man, James. James, let's get cracking into it, bud, and let's see where we go from here. James, there is 10 news, 14 unavailable for the clash in Germany. Morani and Wilson Odegaard are both fine after an incident on the road earlier yesterday, expected to be available for today's game. With Frankfurt, Porro has picked up a hamstring injury and will be out for 4 weeks. Mickey van der Ven hasn't travelled, a minor thing, a possibility he plays against Manchester City on Saturday. The injury news for you guys is Van der Ven not. I think that's one before then. Yeah, Maddison out with his ACL, Kulu out with his ACL, Bentancur out with his hamstring, Bergville and Davis both out with ankle injuries. Van der Ven knock, Porro hamstring, Kudus thigh, Dragosin Basuma, Sousa's Gallagher and Tell are all ineligible for this game. So, James, this is it, bud. This is the predicted lineup. I've gone with Vigario on goal, a back four, a Udogi, Danso, Romero, Spence, Saab, Palunia, Xavi in the midfield tray, Kolo Morani, Odegaard as the wingers, and Solanke up front. But on the lineup, we know the back four is going to be as it is. The midfield three for me, it's going to be. I think. Are you glad Palunia is in there because he does offer that little bit of protection, and he can sit in front of that back four, so you'll have a 6, 8, 10 sort of in the midfield.
Yeah, he kind of gives you that stability, does Palhinha, doesn't he? He's sort of in there, and he's sort of going to be back midfield general, and allows sort of Sarr and Xavi to do his thing, do their thing. But yeah, I'm pleased he's in there. I mean, obviously very weakened with the injuries that we've picked up over recent weeks and games. Porro obviously going out. I'm thankful that Mwani and Odegaard are both fine. Following the incident on the road yesterday. So let's just hope that we don't come crashing down in Germany tomorrow and this team is able to get the business done.
And how look, for me, it's important that Odegaard gets across his end, isn't it, to Solanke, though Solanke did miss an easy chance against Burnley at the weekend when he was only 4 yards out. And he decided to keep it. It's in the back of the net. He headed it straight to the keeper. Morani's not a winger. Would you change anything of this lineup? Would you put like Xavi in the left and maybe put Morani up front with Solanke as a sort of a second striker?
You could potentially do a 4-2-2-2. Push Xavi out left and put sort of Mwani and Solanke. And then allow either one to sort of drop off. You can play it like that. So there is flexibility in this. You could also sort of put Xavi on the left, and you could basically make it a sort of a 4-2-3-1 with Kolo sitting, with Mwani sitting just behind. So there is a little bit of flexibility in there. You could drop Kolo Mwani altogether and drop Xavi out on the left, push Sarr forward, and have Archie Gray come onto the pitch as well. Because Archie Gray's not done too bad. He's sort of played quite well over recent weeks. I think he gets a lot of unwarranted grief and stick. Personally, I think is a great prospect that we've got, and we should be developing him as best we can. And these sort of games really help develop younger players. But yeah, so there is a little bit of flexibility and a little bit of choice for Thomas Frank has got to choose with. Obviously, we've still got the youngsters that he could call upon as well. However, I can't see any of them starting in the starting 11.
No.
So yeah, but yeah, either way, I think Moran is going to feature at some point, either be it off the bench or starting on the left, like you've got him sat there, Dermot.
Yeah, and they did win there last year 1-0 on our way to winning the Europa League. Do you think that
We
might
did.
offer them confidence, this team, whoever plays? Solanke played there, didn't he? Romero was in that game. I think Spence and Udogie were playing in that game. So there is a few players who remember last season.
Yeah.
How much confidence would that give them, especially a Solanke who's only scored 1 goal since his return and a lucky goal against Dortmund at that? But everyone predicted Tottenham to lose. Everyone predicted us to get battered. But we turned up and played the best 45 minutes we have seen all season. Do you want to see that again tomorrow?
Absolutely, I want to see that again. But I want to see it for more than 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't want to see 45 minutes of brilliant football and then just disappear again like we did in Dortmund, like we did against Dortmund in the second half. If we can put in a good performance and a continual good performance, a 90-minute good performance, that will give the team a bit of confidence for when we play City at the weekend.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So we've got to start trying to get this momentum shift with Spurs. This momentum shift that we've got is we win a game, we lose a game, we win a game, we draw a game, we win a game, we lose a game, we lose a game, we lose a game, we win a game, we draw a game. It's very broken momentum. If we can sort of pick up if we win, draw, win, it's a bit more positive. So let's try and build on this. Let's try and build on this momentum that we've got going, and then we win, draw, win, win. People start to think, "Oh, actually, have we turned a corner?" So yeah,
we've only got one. Look, we've got one defeat in our last sort of 6 in the Champions League. We'll be very good, but is there one player tomorrow who, before we go, guys, and do put in the comments what you think of this predicted lineup. Also, let me know. Do you like the new design? Do you like the new way we're doing it now? Let us know. Prefer this, or do you prefer the bigger pitch? Let us know, guys. You design. One player for you to stand out tomorrow for Tottenham tomorrow, who you really think that needs to take the team by the scruff of the neck and do something with it.
I think probably the main man for number 7. I think Xavi Simons has got to really dictate. If he plays in that attacking midfield role behind Solanke, he's really got to grab, but he's got to drive the playmaking of this team forward. We've seen him do it. We have seen him do it in glimpses, and for good portions of games, we've seen him do it. We really need a big performance out of him, and he's starting to silence his doubters, because a lot of people were doubting Xavi, and he still gets a bit of flack about it.
I
like him as well. I think he was a good signing in the summer. And I just think he's starting to come into his own now. He's starting to get to grips with the Premier League. He's going to thrive in Europe because he understands Europe a little bit more, the European game. So I really want to see a big game from Xavi Simons. And probably the second player that needs to have a big game, I think Vicario. I think Vicario needs a massive game. I think a clean sheet. If Frankfurt do threaten, he needs to be there, and he needs to be confident, and he needs to be sharp, and he needs to be big, safe hands. We can't be having a goalkeeper flapping around like a freaking bird.
No.
So
I think
they're my two.
Sorry, go on, bud. Sorry.
I was going to say they're my 2 players that need big games.
Yeah, I think the first 15 minutes are going to be crucial tonight with this game. I think we can get through the first 15 minutes without conceding the goal, then we can build confidence and keep Frankfurt on the back foot, who are not having a great run at the moment either. Only, I think, no wins in their last 5. They're 33rd place in the Champions League, so no sign of going any further than that. So it could be a big night, but this is Tottenham. But guys, we are back tonight at 7:35 with the build-up. We're on at 10:15 after the whistle. Do join us, but do hit the like. Do hit subscribe if you can. Come on, you Spurs, and the mighty Cockerel we trust.
Tottenham till I die. Raise a banner, let it